Folks, on this video here, I'm going to take you through every step that I have to go through to check a shotgun, pattern test a shotgun for a fellow hunter to see what buckshot load it likes the best. I'm going to take you through step one all the way through till we come to a final conclusion. This is Wade Rush. I host the Bubba Roundtree Outdoors channel. Y'all stay tuned. This video, folks, like I said, I'm going to take you through all the steps we go through. We have an old Stoeger M2000 JP Jr.'s deer gun or dog hunting gun. He has found himself on a lot of wide open stands after they cut all of the properties that that the club is leasing. The timber companies have virtually clear-cut all of it. So a lot of the places where Junior used to be standing in a lot of thick woods, now it's a wide open field. And he's having to stretch his shots a little bit. And he missed a couple of deer that he felt like he should have taken. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the process of finding out what his gun likes the best, what it doesn't like. We're going to shoot the choke that he has in it with the rounds that he had chosen to shoot and show you how it was patterning and see if he has any excuse or not. So, without any further ado, we're going to get right into this. It's going to take a while. I may have to break this video down into 2 or 3 parts. We're going to check a bunch of different chokes, a bunch of different rounds. He likes to shoot factory number 4 buck. That's what he likes to shoot. That's what he wants to shoot. So that's what we're going to target. That's what we're going to try to work into. Y'all stand by. Stoeger also utilizes the Benelli Beretta Mobil choke system. So Stoeger's chokes, their internal chokes, are identified by a set of marks that are etched on the outside of the choke, seen here. So the number of notches etched on the outside of each choke, on the rim of each choke, identifies the choke size as seen in the chart right here. Folks, and for today's tests, we're going to be shooting 3 very common available buckshot ammo out of JP Jr.'s gun. We're going to shoot the first 3 shots out of his factory choke that he has been using the whole time. He has never tested it. He does not know how it patterns. So we're going to be shooting some this most common big game buckshot ammo here, the 10 pellet triple alt in the Remington Express, the 15 pellet double alt, and the 41 pellet number 4 buck, all advertised at 1225 foot per second. We're going to shoot 3 rounds out of his factory full choke that I mic'd out at 2680, and then we're going to screw in the Kicks buck kicker and shoot the same 3 rounds out of the Kicks buck kicker full choke, which mics out to 685. So they're really close in dimensions. Okay folks, first shot, factory full choke in the old M2000 factory Remington Express 3-inch 10 pellet triple alt, shot number 1. Like I say, JP has never patterned this gun. He does not know what it likes or what it doesn't like. He likes shooting the number 4 buck, which we'll shoot one of those here. That'll be our 3rd shot. But right now, let's see how it does with the triple alt. Okay, here we go. $11.95. Well, folks, that's actually a great pattern for 60 meters. I'll tell you that right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on paper at 60 meters, which is 65 plus yards out of the factory full. But I just about bet you Junior's never patterned triple aught in it before. But it did throw him a little bit right. We got a 6 o'clock hold right here under the bull, and that's what we'll continue to hold. But that's what he did with the factory choke and the triple aught. Let's shoot the double aught next. Stand by. Okay, folks, like I said, second shot is the Remington Express, the 3-inch Remington Express 15 pellet double aught out of the factory full choke here on the old Stoeger M2000. Okay, here we go. $12.69. Okay, folks, it's another classic example of why you shoot your gun as much as you can. Now, I think Junior shoots a little more federal. We'll shoot a federal 15 pellet before we get out of here, just to make sure to compare them. But with the 15 pellet double aught, it's really scattered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pellets all on paper, and they are scattered. That would be a no-go. I would not want to shoot that round with that choke combination in that gun. Let's patch this up. We're going to shoot 41 pellet number 4 buck out of it. Then we're going to swap over to the buck kicker and see how it does with the same rounds. Okay, folks. Well, Captain Buster's going to say hi, Captain Buster.
Howdy.
We made it over to the 41 pellet number 4 buck. This is the round that Junior shoots if he can get his hands on it. So we're going to see how it performs out of the factory choke. Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't thumb that button, you can't close it.
What is that?
That's an old Stoeger M2000. All right, here we go. .1101 with the Chrono C's. Well, I'll tell you what I'll say. That's not worth a crap, boys and girls.
Sure ain't.
That ain't worth a crap. There's 41 pellets in that round, and a 24 25 caliber, 24 number 4, 25 is the number 3, 24 caliber pellet just don't have the killing capability that the bigger pellets have. Well, let's see what we actually got in paper. We got a few right here in the center, but now remember, we're at 60 meters or 65 plus yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of 41. Junior said, he told me that he missed a couple of deer right there at the end of the year that he thought he should have killed, and it was reaching out there. He said they were 75, 80 yards, which is, he's used to being successful. Add another 10, 15 yards to that, we might only got 5 or 6 pellets on the paper. So we're gonna screw the butt kicker in, shoot the same rounds, and see if we get any improvement at all. Yeah. Okay, boys and girls, only thing we've done here is we've swapped out the choke from the factory full to the butt kicker full, and we're going to shoot the exact same 3 rounds through the butt kicker and see what, if any, improvement we get. First is the 10 pellet triple aught Remington Express. Here we go. .1238. All right. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triple alt with the butt kicker. The factory choke did better on the triple alt than the butt kicker did. Now remember, it put them a little right. It looks like it did the same thing with the butt kicker. It put the triple alts a little bit right. But now these are 36 caliber pellets and at 65 yards. So people say, you know, that's not bad. It ain't. That's good. That's a good pattern. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 36 caliber pellets right there in the span of your hand. That's enough to kill any big game animal. But the factory choke actually did better. But I know that the factory choke did terrible with the double alt and with the number 4s. So let's see how it does on the next two. All right, 15 pellet double alt. All right, that looks good. Here we go. 1108. Well, here's our first big improvement. We hit it with 5 on the first shot out of the factory with using the factory choke. Here we got, it still looks like it's putting them a little bit to the right, which that's not uncommon with Stoeger for it to be one way or the other and have to put a rear sight aperture on it to kind of center it up if you want it to. Now, if this is a deer right here, you're talking about his heart's the size of your fist. That's a pile of pellets in him right there. And we got it, we actually hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of 15 this time using the butt kicker. That's a big improvement. All right, let's shoot the 41 pellet number 4s. Alrighty, folks. Last in this segment here is the 41 pellet Remington Express number 4 buck. That's the one that Junior likes to shoot. I know out of my M2000, this thing, that choke flat wads them in there out of my M2000 Stoeger. Alrighty, here we go. .1104. Oh yeah, that's night and day difference. Oh yeah. Okay, folks, as you see here, this is our biggest difference right here. I think we had 12 number 4 buck in the last one. Right here, and just in the center of the paper, concentrating now 65 plus yards, 60 meters. Right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pellets right here in the center of the paper. Surrounded, we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I get 26. 26 of 41. We got 12, and more than doubled the amount we got in here. But look at all these pellets here right in the center of the paper. This would be good. He'll have this. If he'd have been shooting that choke at those deer at that distance, they'd have probably been on the ground. But we're going to do a bonus shot. I'm going to, a lot of times the Federal is more available than the Remington Express, especially at Walmart. So we're going to shoot one out of the butt kicker and shoot one out of his factory choke, just see if there's any difference. Stand by, that's a bonus. Federal Power Shock in the blue box is one of the most available ammunitions that there are out there. I know at our Walmart, they almost hardly have no ammo, but they usually always have a box or 2 of this in stock. So this is extremely common, and it's really good ammo. So we're going to shoot it out of the kicks, and then we're going to put the factory choke back in and see if there's any difference. We know that his factory choke didn't like the double aughts, the Remington Express double aughts. Y'all stand by. Alrighty folks, bonus shot. We're just going to leave the butt kicker in there for the first shot. 15 pellet Federal double aught blue box. Okay, make sure that thing goes into battery. With an inertia gun, you don't play around with that bolt. It can be just offset just a fraction, but that's for another video. We'll talk about that more later. Gas gun, you don't have to worry about it too much. All right, here we go. Yep. That was factory round. Right straight out of the box. I was hoping it didn't. I just scrubbed this thing from top to bottom. You know, I'm glad that happened.
Yeah.
Still unburned powder in here. We'll talk more about this here in a future video, but this is what happens whenever your inertia bolt gun does not lock all the way into battery. Very good. That one locked into battery. All right. That one felt like it locked in. I think these are rated at 1215. It's not bad. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of 15. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here across the middle of the paper. I would say not bad. I've done better, but that's not bad. But I know that with the factory choke, it didn't do worth a hoot on a Remington Express. We're going to screw the factory choke back in and shoot the Federal again, and we'll see if there's any difference. Okay, folks, and just to be fair, we're shooting another Remington blue box 15 pellet double aught out of his factory full choke that came with the gun. That one locked into battery. You see a lot of these fidget guys sitting on the stand where the bolt going click, 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 doing that. Have a tendency to have a misfire. And you know Murphy's Law would be that big 280-pound 12 point that it would be on. All right, here we go. .1261. Okay, we hit it with 1, 2, 3 down there. 1, 2, 3 up here. It nicked the top of the paper with 1 right there. 6. I guess technically you call that 7. The butt kicker makes a big difference in the double aught and that gun. His gun does not like the double aughts out of that factory full choke. They just don't. Okay, why 65 yards? And what was our takeaway from today's pattern testing? Why 65 yards is because Junior didn't think he got a shot inside of 70 yards all year long. And that is probably going to continue or possibly continue into next season. So what we're testing is extended ranges. And yes, buckshot is highly lethal even out to 100 yards and beyond. That has been tested and accomplished in the field. So, okay. What is our takeaway from today? With testing the factory choke and then the butt kicker standard full choke. I wasn't able to test the tighter extra full, and because I'd given it away at another time past for someone else to try it, and I had when I contacted Kicks, they're out of them, and he's going to send me some just as soon as they get them made back up. But they're out of them right now, so I could not test the extra full. So we've got a lot of other things that we're testing. We in part 2 we're going to get into the some turkey type constrictions, 665 and others. We tested a Goblin Thunder, Kicks Goblin Thunder turkey choke in 665 constriction, and a Carlson Dead Coyote. I'll post the constriction right here. I can't really find a lot of information. I'm going to have to put the mic on it, and by the time this airs, I will have done that, and y'all will see the dimensions right here. So, the takeaway from today is that the factory choke had the best all-around pattern with the triple alt. That's my opinion. And then where we saw our vast improvements over the factory choke was the butt kicker with the double alt and the number 4 buck. And Junior really wanting to shoot number 4 buck, that's what we're working towards. And as we get into part 2, we're going to advance that and show you guys what the results were. And there's probably going to be a part 3. We've got some other things that we're going to try. Sometimes the gun doesn't perform like we expect it to, and all that, and then you got to shoot lots and lots of rounds through lots and lots of chokes to find out what the gun likes the best. Hope y'all enjoyed part 1 of the old Stoeger M2000 pattern testing from ground zero. We knew nothing about this, and so we're going to bring y'all along for the whole ride. Stand by for parts 2 and more. This is Wade with the BRO channel. We'll see y'all. Bye-bye.